Man, things just keep getting worse and worse for Ubisoft, and now they're targeted by a class action lawsuit because they shared their customer data with Meta. This is not great. 2 US-based players have filed a class action lawsuit against Ubisoft for allegedly sharing their online user personality identifier. Whoa, so their personal identifying information, themselves and all other similar. Oh, dude, so this is like this is not going to be. I mean, Ubi is just taking all these hits. First, they have a horrible launch with Star Wars Outlaws, which the game should have been amazing, but it was just basically an Assassin's Creed engine put over Star Wars skin, super repetitive, horrible sneak mechanics, horrible unlocking mechanics, and they barely sold 1 million copies. And they did all this great marketing for it, and they've lost all their money on it because no one's buying the game. No one's buying their crap. And then you have all this stuff, people that are head of the monetization for LinkedIn, and they're basically saying and gaslighting their customers for saying, you make things worse because you don't buy our crap. That'd be like saying, hey, I made a t-shirt and it's terrible. If you don't buy it, you're a terrible person because these t-shirts are great. Or, hey, if you don't buy one of my mugs down below on this YouTube channel, then maybe you just don't like Star Wars. Yeah, that's stupid, man. And then you have Assassin's Creed Shadows getting pushed back because of all the backlash they've had with that game, with just how terrible some of the decisions they've made in that. Now the pile on top of that, you have a class action lawsuit. I don't even know if anybody really would want to buy out Ubisoft because we saw some of that information that they might potentially get bought out. But man, this is not stacking up good for them. The Video Privacy Protection Act prohibits videotape service providers such as Ubisoft with sharing PII. Wow. So they implemented Pixel, which tracks their users, which a lot of marketing places will do that. They'll take the pixels from their website and implement it in their Facebook marketing and Instagram marketing and things like that. But apparently, I guess they didn't have the permission to do that. So they're just flat out saying, like, look, you knew that you did this because you had to place the pixels from your website, and the only person that can do that is the person that has access with the Ubisoft website. Wow. And they didn't seek and get consent from users, which is even worse. They didn't get the consent from the users. This is, wow. So, man, I really don't know how Ubisoft is going to recover from all this because it's just been terrible for them lately. And I mean, I don't want them to fail, but with the choices they're making and the way that they're doing all of this with blaming customers, head of monetization, blaming and gaslighting their players and people that don't buy things or don't like things, and saying that we want them to fail. I don't think gamers want corporations and like Ubisoft and EA to particularly fail. We just want them to be held to a higher standard. We just want better games, right? And it's like, you look at the Star Wars Outlaws patch notes, and it's all bug fixes that say, here's our path of what we're doing for content. Bug fixes are not paths for content, man. The game should have come out with all those fixes, rather than saying, oh, this is part of a new update for the game. No, that you're basically just debugging the crappy game that you released and hope everybody just gobble up because it's Star Wars. Corporations just can't continue to do this. And I think that's why you see Ubisoft and other places like that struggling, because gamers are tired of the crap. They want good games. We're getting to a place now of high fidelity games where we want polish, right? And so that's why people are flocking to games like Black Myth Wukong, like Space Marine 2 and things like that. I mean, I'm having a blast in Throne and Liberty, And so Ubisoft, man, whoever's running your PR, I feel bad for them. I mean, their stock is still just plummeting, man. And that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Ubisoft, man, get your act together. Guys, let me know what you think about all this stuff that's happening with Ubisoft. Do you think gamers wish for Ubisoft to fail? Is that what we want? Or do we want just higher quality games? Let me know in the comments down below. Appreciate it, guys. Blow it up, baby.
Make sure to like and subscribe, or we will execute Order 66. Check out our other videos on the screen as well.
Yes, my lord.